Emily adjusted the apron around her waist as she stood behind the counter of Joy Euro's diner, the sun streaming through the front windows, casting warm light on her worn but friendly surroundings. The air was rich with the smell of bacon and fresh coffee, which filled the diner each morning, drawing in regulars and newcomers alike. A soft smile graced Emilia Euro's lips as she took orders from familiar faces. The diner had become more than just a workplace, it was like an extended family for her. As a single mother, Emily had carved out a life filled with challenges and triumphs. Her daughter, Lily, was her guiding star. Every morning, Emily would dutifully wake her for school before heading to work. Balancing her responsibilities was no easy feat. There were days when exhaustion tugged at her every step, yet the thought of Lily Euro's bright smile kept her going. Each paycheck absorbed into bills and groceries posed a constant struggle, yet Emily tackled it all with unwavering tenacity. Customers often noted how tirelessly she worked, always making sure their coffee cups were filled and their meals served promptly. She had a knack for remembering preferences. Who liked extra cream and who preferred their eggs sunny side up. In return, they appreciated her upbeat spirit, keeping the atmosphere lively even during the busiest lunch hours. One regular stood out among the patron crowd. Mr. Thompson. He was an elderly man in a wheelchair who had been coming to the diner for years. Their interactions were sweet moments in her day. She often saw worry lines on his face that hinted at burdens he carried silently. With genuine care, Emily made it a point to engage him in conversation, eagerly asking about his health or reminiscing about his past experiences. Little did she know that these seemingly small moments would dramatically alter both their lives and open doors she never expected to see. As she served him his usual breakfast that foreboding Friday morning, everything was about to change forever. Mr. Thompson wheeled himself into Joy Euro's diner every Tuesday and Friday without fail, a routine that had become as familiar as the scent of fresh coffee wafting through the air. His silver hair glinted in the morning sun, and his warm blue eyes sparkled with kindness, capturing the attention of everyone around him. Although he relied on a wheelchair due to mobility issues, his presence filled the diner with an unspoken warmth that resonated deeply with both staff and customers. He always greeted Emily with a gentle smile that seemed to brighten her day, and she found herself looking forward to their conversations. Mr. Thompson had a knack for storytelling. He would share tales from his youth, adventures of travel, business deals gone awry, or heartwarming anecdotes about his late wife. Each story was delivered with a twinkle in his eye, as if he were inviting Emily into a cherished memory. Despite his physical limitations, Mr. Thompson exuded an infectious spirit of resilience. He often encouraged Emily during their chats, praising her hard work and dedication to raising Lily. "Oh, you remind me of my wife, he would say softly, full of determination. These words struck a chord within her, offering validation in moments when she felt overwhelmed by her responsibilities. The bond between them grew stronger over time. Emily took special care to ensure he had his favorite meal, a stack of fluffy pancakes topped with strawberries and whipped cream, always served with a side of steaming coffee. In return, Mr. Thompson shared wisdom that transcended generations, imparting life lessons that resonated with her struggles. As they exchanged laughter and heartfelt conversations, it became clear that Mr. Thompson's visits were not just about food, they were moments of genuine connection in an often lonely world. Little did they both realize how significant their friendship would soon become in shaping their future. Unbeknownst to Emily, Mr. Thompson held secrets that could change everything. One fateful Tuesday morning, the diner buzzed with its usual energy, but Emily noticed an unusual heaviness in the air. Mr. Thompson wheeled in, his usual smile somewhat dimmed. As she approached him with his favorite coffee, she could see the lines of worry etched deeper into his face today. Good morning, Mr. Thompson." "The usual, she asked cheerfully, trying to lift his spirits. It's been a rough few days, Emily, he admitted, his voice lower than usual. €1 just trying to make it through. €1 concern gripped Emily's heart as she listened to him share that he had recently faced some troubling news regarding his health. A small issue that had spiraled into something more concerning. She could see the doubt in his eyes as he spoke about upcoming tests and the uncertainty that came with them. Determined to help, Emily asked him if he would like her to assist him in any way that day. Would you like me to take you home after your meal? I can help with anything you need, she suggested earnestly, fully aware of how challenging it was for him to navigate life independently. Mr. Thompson hesitated but eventually agreed, touched by her offer. As Emily served him his meal, a stack of fluffy pancakes with strawberries, she made sure he had everything he needed. Throughout their breakfast, she engaged him in conversation about lighter topics, sharing stories about Lily's latest antics and trying to coax out those twinkling eyes once more. After he finished eating, Emily carefully assisted him into her car, her heart racing slightly at the thought of helping someone so dear to her. They shared laughter and memories during the drive, a brief reprieve from his worries that reminded both of them of the strength found in companionship. As they arrived at his home, Emily could see gratitude washing over Mr. Thompson's face. Little did she know that this act of kindness would soon lead her down a path forever altered by their connection. As Emily helped Mr. Thompson into his home, she noticed the walls adorned with photographs that captured moments from a life well lived. Each frame told a story: his younger self standing proudly beside awards and certificates, his late wife beaming at his side during what appeared to be a celebratory event. The images spoke of a man who had once been a formidable force in the business world, an entrepreneur whose name had graced boardrooms and headlines. Sitting down in the cozy living room, Emily couldn't help but inquire about some of the framed pictures. Mr. Thompson chuckled softly, a hint of nostalgia creeping into his voice. I had my share of successes in my younger days, he began, his gaze drifting to the floor as if searching for long-lost memories. I built a company from the ground up, a tech startup that revolutionized communication. But with success came loss. I lost my wife and much of my drive after that. His words resonated with Emily, who understood the weight of loss all too well. As he continued, Mr. Thompson revealed that while he had amassed wealth and recognition, it had come at a personal cost. He spoke of the loneliness that followed his wife's passing, how the very achievements that once brought him joy now felt hollow without her by his side. I thought I could fill the void with work, he admitted, his voice barely above a whisper. But it only deepened it. Emily listened intently, recognizing the vulnerability behind his normally jovial demeanor. This was a man wrestling with the shadows of his past, grappling with what it meant to be both successful and profoundly alone. In that moment, Emily realized there was more to Mr. Thompson than met the eye. He was not just an elderly man in a wheelchair but a rich tapestry of experiences and emotions. As their conversation deepened, she sensed that beneath his kind exterior lay secrets waiting to be uncovered, perhaps connections to a world far removed from her own. Little did she know, these revelations would soon intertwine their lives in ways she could never have imagined. As Emily drove home after helping Mr. Thompson, her thoughts began to swirl, intertwining with the poignant stories he had shared. She glanced at the rearview mirror, catching a glimpse of her own reflection, a weary face that bore the weight of countless responsibilities. While she admired Mr. Thompson's resilience in facing loss and loneliness, she couldn't help but reflect on her own struggles. Each morning was a race against time as she balanced work at the diner with the demands of motherhood. Lily was her light, her hope for a brighter future, yet Emily often worried about providing for her daughter. She envisioned a life where Lily could pursue her dreams without the burdens Emily had faced, dreams of college, adventures, and opportunities that felt just out of reach. In moments of quiet at the diner, while serving customers or wiping down tables, Emily would daydream about starting her own business someday, perhaps a small bakery where she could create delicious treats and share joy with others. It was an aspiration born from a love for baking that had been passed down from her grandmother, who always said that food had a magical way of bringing people together. However, each time she entertained such thoughts, reality tugged at her heartstrings. The bills piled up like mountains, everyday expenses loomed large in her mind. How could she ever save enough to make those dreams come true? The fear of failure gnawed at her resolve, yet she found solace in small victories, like making Lily laugh after a tough day or receiving a compliment from a regular customer. As she parked outside their modest home and stepped inside to find Lily reading on the couch, Emily felt renewed determination swell within her. If Mr. Thompson could overcome his past and find purpose beyond his achievements, perhaps she too could forge a path toward a better future for them both. Little did she know that their lives were intricately linked by more than just chance encounters. They were destined to inspire one another in ways neither could yet comprehend. The morning sun had barely risen when a soft knock echoed through Amelia's modest home. Startled from her thoughts, she glanced at the clock and saw it was still early. Lily was still sleeping in her room, and with trepidation, Emily moved to the door. When she opened it, she was met with an unexpected sight. A tall man in an impeccably tailored suit stood before her, his demeanor exuding confidence and a touch of warmth. Good morning. You must be Emily, he said with a polite smile that lit up his striking features. Alex Thompson, Mr. Thompson's son. Emily blinked in surprise, her heart racing at the thought of Mr. Thompson having such a distinguished son. Hello, Mr. Thompson, she replied cautiously. What brings you here, Alex stepped inside, glancing around her humble living room with curiosity before focusing on her again. I wanted to personally thank you for how you treated my father yesterday, he said earnestly. Spoke very highly of you and your kindness. His words wrapped around Emily like a warm blanket, yet they also sparked apprehension within her. She had only done what felt right, helping someone who needed it most. It was my pleasure, she managed to say, feeling both flattered and slightly embarrassed under his appreciative gaze. Alex continued, his eyes reflecting sincerity as he added, you may not know this, but my father has been struggling since my mother passed away. Your kindness meant the world to him. There was something genuine about Alex that drew Emily in. He wasn't merely wealthy or privileged but seemed deeply attentive to the emotional needs of others. As they spoke, Emily felt an undeniable connection forming between them, a shared understanding of family burdens and aspirations for brighter futures. Unbeknownst to her, this encounter would not only shift the course of her day but set in motion events that would impact both their lives in ways they could never anticipate. As Emily and Alex settled into a comfortable rhythm of conversation, the initial formalities gave way to an exchange that flowed more freely. Alex's demeanor shifted slightly as he mentioned, I must admit, I was surprised to hear that my father enjoys spending so much time at a diner like Joy's. He used to frequent high-end restaurants and exclusive events. Curiosity piqued, Emily leaned in. What do you mean, Alex sighed, running a hand through his hair. Told me about your kindness and how he loves the atmosphere here. It's a far cry from the sophisticated places I've known him to frequent. I suppose I underestimated what truly brings him joy. Emily chuckled softly, recalling multiple instances where Mr. Thompson had shared how the friendly staff and home-cooked meals made him feel connected to life again. Sometimes eat the simple things that matter most, she said thoughtfully. Jo's diner may not be fancy, but Jo's where he finds comfort, community, and genuine human connection. €s what keeps him going. €. Alex nodded, absorbing her perspective. €d think with all his success and wealth, he would seek out grandeur and status. But after talking with him, it seems like what he craves is being seen and appreciated for who he is, not just his accomplishments. A deeper conversation began to blossom between them, with Alex sharing his own struggles to balance family expectations with personal desires. I often feel like a pawn in my father's world of business, he confessed. It's hard to know if I am truly valued for myself or just for my last name. Emily sensed his vulnerability and offered encouragement. True worth lies in authenticity. What you give back and how you treat others, she said sincerely. As they delved into topics of family values, legacy, and the essence of happiness, Emily found herself feeling closer to Alex than she had expected. Little did they both know that this conversation would serve as a catalyst for understanding not only their relationship with Mr. Thompson but also what they each wanted in life moving forward. As days turned into weeks, Emily and Alexa's friendship blossomed in unexpected ways. Their initial conversations, sparked by gratitude and curiosity, evolved into deeper discussions about life, dreams, and the weight of familial expectations. Emily found herself looking forward to Alexa's visits, which became a bright spot in her routine at the diner. Each time he walked through the door, she felt a mix of excitement and comfort, as if they were kindred spirits navigating life's complexities together. Alex, for his part, appreciated the genuine warmth that Joy's diner exuded and Emily embodied. He found solace in her laughter and perspective. It was refreshing to interact with someone who lived outside the confines of wealth and status. Their dialogues often ranged from light-hearted banter about the quirks of diner life to more profound explorations of their aspirations. One afternoon, while sharing a slice of pie after lunch service, Emily admitted her dreams of starting a bakery. I want Lily to grow up knowing she can follow her passions without limits, she said earnestly, her eyes sparkling with enthusiasm. Alex listened intently, captivated by her passion and dedication. You have a gift for making people feel special, he replied. I can see you creating something beautiful. In return, Alex began to share snippets of his own life, his experiences of feeling overshadowed by his last name and the pressure that came with it. Sometimes it feels like I am living a script written for me, he confessed one day. I want to write my own story. Emily nodded in understanding. They were both striving for authenticity in their respective worlds. Their differences in background, Emily as a devoted single mother working hard to make ends meet and Alex as a wealthy heir searching for meaning, only served to deepen their bond. They learned from each other's strengths and struggles, fostering a friendship built on mutual respect and shared values. As they navigated this new relationship, it was clear that both Emily and Alex were beginning to redefine what truly mattered in their lives: connection, kindness, and the courage to pursue their dreams together. As Emily navigated her burgeoning friendship with Alex, an internal conflict began to stir within her. With each visit and shared laugh, she felt a growing attraction towards him, one that both excited and terrified her. Their connection was undeniable, yet Emily couldn't shake the nagging doubts that arose when she considered her responsibilities as a mother. Lily was her priority, the beating heart of her life. Every decision Emily made revolved around ensuring a stable and loving environment for her daughter. She had little time for distractions, particularly those that could complicate her already hectic world. Thoughts of Alex brought warmth to her heart, but they also ignited fears of what could happen if she allowed herself to embrace those feelings. During quiet moments at the diner, while she wiped down tables or prepared for the diner's rush, Emily found herself replaying their conversations in her mind. Alexa Euro's charisma and understanding nature captivated her, yet the looming question remained, could she afford to take a chance on romance when so much was at stake? The thought of balancing newfound feelings with the weight of single motherhood felt daunting. It was a tightrope walk between desire and duty. One evening, while tucking Lily into bed, Emily caught herself lost in thought. She looked at her daughter Euro's peaceful face and felt a pang of guilt for even contemplating a relationship outside their little world. What would Alex think about her Liffey Euro, her struggles with bills, late-night shifts, and juggling childcare? Would he embrace it all or see it as too much baggage? Despite these uncertainties, there was an undeniable draw to Alex that made every hesitation feel like a battle against herself. Part of her wanted to explore this new chapter a glimpse into what happiness might look like beyond the diner waltz with someone who truly understood Liffey Euro's complexities. She knew she would have to confront these feelings head-on soon. Staying stagnant while longing for something more was not an option. In the depths of her heart, she hoped that whatever path lay before them would lead not only to personal growth but also create space for love in their intertwined lives. One afternoon, as Emily and Alex sat in a cozy corner of Joy Euro's diner, an unexpected conversation unfolded. Their laughter had just faded when Alexa Euro's tone shifted, and he leaned forward, concern etching his features. Emily, I noticed you seem stressed, and I can't help but wonder if there is more going on than you letting on he said gently. Emily hesitated, taken aback by his perceptiveness. She had been trying to mask her worries about bills and expenses, but the truth was weighing heavily on her mind. I'm managing she replied, attempting to sound more confident than she felt. Yet, the flicker of doubt in Alexa Euro's eyes told her he could sense her struggle. Luke he continued, his voice earnest, I know you proud and fiercely independent. But I have resources that could help ease some of your burden. If you need financial assistance or support for your bakery dream, please don't hesitate to ask. The offer hung in the air like a double-edged sword. Emilia Euro's heart raced as she processed his words. On one hand, the prospect of financial relief sparkled like a beacon of hope, on the other hand, it filled her with a profound sense of conflict. Accepting his help would mean compromising her independence a principle she held dear after years of navigating life as a single mother. Elex, I appreciate your kindness more than you know. She began slowly, searching for the right words. But accepting help is not easy for me. I always believed that I should handle things on my own. I get that. Alex replied softly. But sometimes allowing others to help is also a form of strength. It doesn't diminish your independence, it expands your network of support. Emily looked into his eyes, sincerity and compassion radiating from him. The idea of leaning on someone else was daunting, yet if she could let go of some of her pride, perhaps it could open doors not just for her but for Lily as well. As they sat in silence for a moment, weighing their feelings, Emily realized this pivotal moment could reshape their lives in ways she had never considered before. An invitation to lean into vulnerability and trust another person with her dreams and fears. As the days passed, Emily found herself caught in a whirlwind of emotions, grappling with the mounting tension between her desire for self-sufficiency and the alluring opportunities presented by Alex. Each time he visited the diner, she couldn't help but feel uplifted by his presence, yet a nagging voice in her head reminded her of her commitment to independence. At first, the idea of accepting financial help felt like a betrayal to her principles. Emily had always prided herself on her resilience and ability to provide for Lily through hard work and determination. The thought of relying on Alexa Euro's wealth weighed heavily on her conscience. After all, she had fought hard to build a life grounded in her own achievements. Yet, Moments spent with Alexa Euro, filled with laughter and genuine connection Euro, sparked a longing for something more than just survival. One evening after her shift, when the diner was quiet and the last remnants of dinner had been cleared away, Emily reflected on her dreams while staring out into the dimly lit street. Could accepting help from Alex be the key to unlocking a future where she could pursue her bakery aspirations? He had painted a picture of what life could be outside the confines of financial strain, suggesting that with his support, she could finally take the leap toward building her dream. But at what cost? Beneath the allure of his offer lay a profound fear. Would reliance on Alex shatter the independence she had fought so hard to maintain? Just as she wrestled with these conflicting feelings, a memory flashed through her mind Euro, a moment from her childhood when she had seen her mother struggle without support. Determined not to repeat those patterns, Emily soon found herself at a crossroads. The warmth of Alexa Euro's affection began to mingle with her entrepreneurial ambitions, creating a sweet yet complicated blend of hope and anxiety. She yearned for both love and financial security but faced an impending realization: in order to embrace new opportunities, she might need to allow herself to lean on someone else Euro, a notion that both thrilled her and sent waves of apprehension coursing through her veins. As she navigated this intricate dance between aspiration and pride, Emily understood that finding balance would require courage she wasn't Euro sure she possessed. One Friday evening, just as the dinner rush began to wind down at Joy Euro's diner, Emily received an alarming phone call from the school. Lily had taken a tumble during recess and was being sent home with a sprained wrist. Panic surged through Emily as she rushed to gather her things and leave the diner, her mind racing with thoughts of her daughter Euro's well-being. When she arrived at the school, she found Lily sitting on a bench, her small face pale and tears streaming down her cheeks. Seeing her daughter in pain ignited a fierce protectiveness within Emily. After comforting Lily and getting her settled in the car, Emily felt overwhelmed Euro, not just by concern for Lily but also by the stress of how the injury could impact their already tight schedule. That night, as she helped ice Lily's wrist and comforted her with stories about magical adventures to distract from the pain, Emilia Euro's phone buzzed with a message from Alex. He had been checking in throughout the day, sensing her distress. When she finally responded, explaining the incident, he quickly offered his help. Euro, let me come over, I can bring some takeout and see if there Euro's anything you need. Euro. In that moment of vulnerability, Emily felt torn. Part of her ached for support Euro, having someone there to lighten her load seemed like an oasis amid the chaos Euro, but another part resisted. She had never wanted Alex to see them in a time of need, it felt too intimate and exposed. Nonetheless, she reluctantly agreed. Within half an hour, Alex arrived bearing food and a gentle demeanor that immediately softened the atmosphere. Watching him interact with Lily was heartwarming. He brought laughter into their dim living room as he shared silly jokes and stories of his own childhood mishaps. As they sat together on the couch, Emily felt palpable warmth between them Euro, an unspoken bond that deepened as they faced this challenge together. In this unexpected moment of crisis, Emily realized how much she valued having Alex by her side. It tested their relationship while simultaneously highlighting how well they complemented each other, his kindness balancing out her resolve, allowing for vulnerability that felt safe rather than intimidating. Amidst the worry for Lily's recovery loomed a new understanding Euro. Their shared experience could pave the way for an even deeper connection as they navigated Euro's uncertainties together. As the days passed after Lily's injury, Emily and Alex began to navigate the new dynamics of their relationship with renewed clarity. The initial tension surrounding her reluctance to accept help gradually shifted into a more profound understanding of what they meant to each other. The moments they shared during Euro's recovery brought them closer, revealing the strength found in vulnerability. One afternoon, while sitting on the porch as Lily napped inside, Emily turned to Alex, who was sipping his coffee and watching the sun dip below the horizon. Euro, been thinking about everything Euro, she began, her voice steady despite the whirlwind of emotions churning inside her. A euro about us and what it means to accept help. A euro. Alex set his cup down and met her gaze. A euro. Oh, you know, I didn't euro t grow up with many friends. My life has often felt like a series of transactions rather than genuine connections. A euro, he admitted. A euro. But with you, eat a euro s different. Your euro v made me appreciate the simple joys of life. A euro. Emily absorbed his words, feeling warmth spread through her heart. A euro. Oh, a euro ve always believed that I need to do everything on my own. Eat a euro s how I a euro ve survived all these years. A euro, she confessed, a hint of uncertainty lacing her tone. A euro. But being with you has shown me that there is strength in allowing others in. A euro. A soft smile graced Alex's face as he reached out to take her hand gently. A euro. Oh, don't a euro t have to choose between love and independence. We can create something together that respects both. A euro, he reassured her. His sincerity shone through, dispelling the last remnants of doubt in Amelia Euro's heart. In that moment, Emily realized that true wealth wasn't a euro t just about financial support, it was about building a life filled with love and collaboration. She felt a sense of liberation wash over her, knowing that accepting help didn't a euro t diminish her independence but rather expanded their shared journey. As they continued to talk, laughter flowed easily between them, solidifying their bond further. They prioritized what truly mattered. A euro, a supportive relationship founded on trust and affection. A euro, where vulnerability was embraced rather than feared. Emily understood now that love could be a source of strength rather than a complication, paving the way for new opportunities for both herself and Lily. In this resolution, Emily saw not only a future where her dreams could flourish alongside Alex's support but also a partnership where love reigned over wealth, illustrating the beauty of connection forged in authenticity and compassion. In the weeks following the resolution of their challenges, Emily and Alex found themselves reflecting on the remarkable journey they had undertaken together. Their lives had intertwined in ways neither had anticipated, revealing the profound impact of kindness and community on their personal growth. Amelia Euro's initial hesitations about accepting help transformed into a deep appreciation for the support and understanding Alex offered. As they spent more time together, they began to see how their connection transcended social status, bringing together two worlds that often seemed divided. Emily, a dedicated waitress and single mother, and Alex, the son of a billionaire, discovered that their shared experiences empathy for each other's struggles and hope created a bond richer than any material wealth could provide. They learned to cherish the simple joys of life, whether it was engaging in heartfelt conversations over coffee or supporting each other through everyday challenges. One evening, while watching the sun set from Amelia Euro's porch, they discussed their dreams for the future. Emily shared her vision of opening a bakery, while Alex expressed his desire to embrace authenticity in his life beyond societal expectations. Together, they recognized that true fulfillment came not from their financial statuses but from nurturing meaningful relationships built on trust, love, and mutual support. Through their journey, Emily and Alex inspired one another to pursue their aspirations unapologetically. Each laugh shared and challenge faced only strengthened their connection, reinforcing the belief that compassion can bridge any divide. In this chapter of their lives, they fully embraced the idea that genuine connections could flourish irrespective of background or circumstance. As the warmth of love enveloped them, Emily felt a newfound sense of freedom. She realized that allowing herself to be vulnerable with Alex enriched her world and offered a radiant example for Lily. Ultimately, their encounter served as a powerful reminder that kindness fosters community and understanding, creating lasting impressions that uplift not just individuals but entire families. In choosing to prioritize love over wealth, Emily and Alex embarked on a path filled with hope, resilience, and infinite possibilities for the future. As the seasons changed, so too did Emily's life, blossoming into a tapestry woven with hope, resilience, and newfound possibilities. The lessons learned from her relationship with Mr. Thompson had left an indelible mark on her heart, teaching her the value of kindness and community. His encouragement served as a guiding light, showing her that strength came not just from hard work but also from allowing others to lift her spirits. With Alex by her side, Emily embraced a transformed perspective on what it meant to pursue her dreams. No longer burdened by the fear of vulnerability, she found confidence in sharing her aspirations for the bakery with him. Together, they would often dream aloud, mapping out how they could turn their individual passions into reality and create a life abundant in love and support. Emily recognized that accepting assistance from Alex had opened avenues she once thought were closed off, both personally and professionally. Their partnership flourished as they balanced their worlds, proving that merging their lives was not a sacrifice of independence but an enhancement of their strengths. Through laughter and late-night discussions about plans for Lily's future, they discovered a profound connection that transcended their differences. Empowered by love rather than hindered by it, Emily felt lighter and more resilient than ever. This evolution of her spirit sent ripples through her family as well. Seeing their interaction inspired Lily to nurture her own friendships and embrace vulnerability. Emily now offered a living example to her daughter that the richest life comes not only from financial security but also from emotional support and steadfast bonds. In this way, the legacies of Mr. Thompson's wisdom and Alexa's unwavering faith mingled within Amelia's new outlook on life. The future stretched before them like an open road filled with promise, where dreams fueled by love blossomed under the warmth of community spirit. As they approached new horizons together, one thing became abundantly clear: kindness had paved the way for extraordinary changes in Emily's life, affirming that genuine connections could conquer barriers of social status and create lasting joy for everyone involved. With hearts open to the adventures ahead, Emily, Alex, and Lily were ready to embrace a world rich in possibility. A new chapter brimming with hope, love, and fulfillment awaited them all.